So as many of you know, I love making unique loadouts, to a degree. And most of the time I try to be at least unique, or try to replicate something that you don't see regularly, or kind of take inspiration from the past. And this time's inspiration is a little bit more recent. Well, I say recent in the sense of global war on terror recent. And I mean early global war on terror is recent. Like, the aughts. Not the 20 teens, just the aughts. So, yeah. Gonna be doing that. And doing this, I kind of wanted to do it in a sense of, it's just unique to me, at least. And something only my harebrained insanity would think of. And for that very fucking reason, you're about to see said insanity. To a degree, mind you, of course. So, I'm not in it right now because I wanted to kind of do it piece by piece. So, yeah. Let's kind of get into it with, of course, the top and gloves. So you're probably asking, Al, what are you wearing? Well, besides, of course, the obvious Nomex gloves right here, which are Nomex flight gloves, well, the other things I'm wearing is actually a tanker overalls. Yes, these are legitimate tanker overalls from 1986, and irony of ironies, these things have actually been issued out, or at least some were issued out before, being changed over, but I kind of got these because I legitimately, deal-wise, they were 20 bucks, and I am someone who doesn't frickin' turn down a deal, and I legitimately do like money. I do like trying to get things for cheap, and if you actually look at the price tag of Cold War tanker overalls, yeah, I got these at a steal. I legitimately got these at a steal. You don't see them on screen, but I'd rather you do your own research on them because every other seller is different. But they do ask for some pretty exorbitant prices. They really do. But yeah, I got the Nomex gloves because these actually legitimately are very good. They're very nice. And, again, with the overalls being the way they are, and the fact of, they kind of nicely, yeah, they're kind of nice. It's very nice, very lovely. But that doesn't, of course, kind of discount the fact of if I don't want to rock these gloves, I've got another set that are now kind of a permanent staple on the channel when it comes to my fingerless gloves now. Of course, being the fingerless hard-knuckle riding gloves that legit I've fallen in love with. I really have. These things have worked really well for me. They have done anything and everything I need to ask them to do, and I probably will bring these just as a, hey, if I don't like the Nomex at the moment, and my hands are getting a little sweaty, I can switch over to these. But, switching back, well, not really switching back, but now talking about what is going over this, because I'm not just going to be rocking out in this, even though there is a ton of frickin' pockets on here, and I can fit probably God knows how many magazines in these pockets, so to say. No, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be talking, of course, about everything else, including the gear I'll be rocking, which includes, but not limited to, when it comes to headgear, you already know, it's the helmet, it's my Mitch helmet, it's my, my Pashkin helmet. We don't gotta go about the helmet. iPro, you already know about iPro, it's the Milwaukee, or it's the Mechanics. But when it comes to my combat gear itself, I'm not gonna be rocking just Alice. Although Alice Belt is a part of the Loadout. No, I decided to go with something a little bit more definitely 2000s. Definitely something that you probably have seen on the field more than a few times, or have seen in photos from Afghanistan and Iraq more than a few times because, well, legitimately, you can find these vests being used still in active combat zones today. I'm not joking on that either. Well, to be exact, the vest is a Fire Dragon vest that you've probably seen anywhere and everywhere online, and it is a little bit interesting trying to adjust the stupid thing, but here's the kicker. It legitimately does work. It's got 3 mag pouches here, single stack, of course. Sadly, even though they do have the elastic to make it seem like it's got double stack, but it does have a bit of molly here, for which I've attached a double stack mag right here. And, of course, it does have these, which are supposed to be, quote-unquote, pistol pouches. But I've tried fitting pistol mags that doesn't fit high cap as that well. It only does single stack. And then, of course, I decided to add the Alice belt, which is below the camera view, probably, with a 20-rounder here, which has with one double-stack 20-round magazine pouch, Molly, of course, which has more or less 2 20 rounders in there. I've got another 20 round pouch, but that holds my dead rag. I've got a pistol mag pouch here, which actually does legitimately hold high kappa mags actually pretty well, which yes, I will be rocking a high kappa at the field. The Tokyo Marui, because legitimately that Tokyo Marui has actually worked fairly freaking well for me. And in terms of a holster, which I was originally going to do a 1 Tigris holster right here, but then I wanted to do a little bit more fun because the holster before, the UTG drop leg, actually worked really well in the field, so I will be rocking the UTG drop leg. Again, if you need a understanding of it, it's this thing right here. UTG drop leg holster, which the magazine pouch actually legitimately does hold an extra mag, which is also very nice. So I have essentially not just one in the pistol itself, but 1, 2, 3 more on backup, which means, you know, if I want to, I can have that. But the 20-round mag pouches, of course, I can also fit the revolver clips for the Hater revolver, which I will also be bringing to the field to rock as a backup pistol, because I have God knows how many freaking clips for that stupid thing. Well, not stupid thing, actually, really rocking thing, but, you know, it is what it is. And in terms of pouches here, well, I'm kind of limited on patches for the vest here, but, yeah. Aside from that, in terms of communications, you can probably see it on the front here and my back. I am, of course, rocking a Baofeng with the iconic, like, antenna you can see back there, probably. It's a bit of a pain to actually reach it in terms to turn... Ow, ow, ow. My shoulder's already hurting because of that. In terms of turning it on and off, I can reach it like this, but not over, because, yes, that does actually hurt my shoulder a little bit, so I can turn it on and off like that. There is, of course, a dump pouch right here as well to put empty magazines. I've also got a canteen pouch on my back right there. And that's just what it is, of course. The overall theme of this, you're probably wondering, is PMC, a private military contractor. Now, this, of course, is a small utility pouch right here that I can probably fit a few things in. Probably, not saying I can. But yeah, small utility pouch right there on the chest. These I probably will try and fit shotgun shells in. I don't know yet. I haven't really decided yet. But I am rocking, of course, AR mags in these instead of like AK mags because, well, I'm gonna give. I wanted to do an AK, which the AK itself would have actually been a game face that was sent in, and one that I was working on and building on. That would have been very nice to actually take out to the field and kind of see if it's working correctly. To be exact, this Game Face AK, which is a underfolder, it would have been nice to actually rock on the field. We're definitely given that PMC feel for it, but the only thing is I don't have a battery that can fit up under the dust cover here. And the, well, let me just go ahead and show you. The hop-up arm is kind of gone. So yeah, kind of, SOL on that one. But again, would have been nice, you know, kind of, would have rocked it. I would have. But, can't. Sadly. Yeah. Sad. Big sad. Oh well. If I can't rock the AK, what gun am I rocking? Well, I'm rocking an M4, and it would have been the Magpul PTS M4, but I decided to kind of mess around a little bit because the full stock that was on it would not have allowed me to actually rock any batteries. Sadly. But the way I have it set up actually does give off that PMC feel. I mean, when you look at it, it screams PMC. Like, you've got the extendable stock here, you've got the RIS, you got that one magazine that's, you know, red taped, all that good jazz. You have, of course, the Colt markings on this sucker. You got the 16.5-inch barrel, and, yeah, the carry handle optic right there, and just basically kitted up to be a private military contractor's rifle. And that is the kind of presentation I'm going for. It is a private military contractor's rifle. It is a gun you would see a PMC use. So, yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here. And that is kind of the, you know, element I'm going for, more or less. So, yeah. This is my PMC M4 that I will be rocking. Now, I would try to bring a backup gun, but I wanted to kind of experiment with this one and just see, hey, you know, what would it be to be... And I know friends there who have backup guns who would let me rock those backup guns, so it's like, I'm not hurting for content. Although, there is one backup gun I'm going to attempt to bring. One that originally I wanted to bring because you know, why not? But in terms of space, well, this is where things get kind of complicated. When I say complicated, I mean the G3 here was going to be the gun I was going to bring. However, if you've ever messed with a G3 and you know what I mean by this, you know where I'm going with this, trying to transport a G3 rifle, especially this model, the A3 model, is not an easy task. It's really not. And I only have one magazine for it. Well, yes, that magazine is a very high capacity magazine. It is not... yeah. So sad to say, the G3 was going to be the backup rifle. It's not going to be the backup rifle. It's going to stay here, and it's going to probably wait until I go again for another game. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. Legitimately, this is my loadout. Now, of course, I am taking a high cap, I am taking a hater revolver, the things. I am, of course, be rocking a Pashkit helmet. I will be rocking my Milwaukee's or my Matrix glasses, because those two have actually become my main safety glasses now on the field, especially during frickin' summer. Now, I will be wearing a do-rag to kind of keep the sweat out of my eyes, and that's about it, really. In terms of, hey, am I bringing my Thunder Bead like I did the last couple of gameplay videos you saw me using it? No, sad to say, because I only have the two heads for it, which includes the golden pineapple and the regular, well, Stahlhelm, not Stahlhelm, stick grenade head, the iconic one. And sadly, those two are the ones I have, and I don't want to use them because I'd rather use them for review purposes, which we will be talking about, in the near future. I will be doing a review in the near future. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been Airsoft Al, and if you want to help out in the future with me acquiring more stuff for more loadouts, then consider checking out the links down below, be it, of course, our partner links or otherwise. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al. I shall see all you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later.